If your content sounds like everyone else's, it's already invisible. My name is Dave Burnett, and I'm the founder of AOKmarketing.com, promotionalproducts.com, and achievers.com, which sold back in 2015 for $110 million. Let's get to it. AI content versus original content. Why being different is better than being first. So let's talk about a couple of reasons why original content wins. First and foremost, AI is the average. It's trained on billions and billions of inputs, and the way that it works is it just gives you the next most logical word. If the next most logical word is the average of all the words out there, you're literally going to get the average of all the words out there. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't have any reason why anybody would want to read it. It's great for summaries, but it only kind of gets you 80% of the way there. And in a saturated market, which I'm assuming your market is, whatever you're, it's just going to make you blend in. Good for foundation, not great to stand out. Second thing, original content is where all the new angles live. What are your unique observations? What are some of the polarizing perspectives? What's your actual real lived experience? The stuff that AI can't replicate because it's never been there. And third, honestly, today, differentiation isn't optional. You need to be different. You need to stand out. If you don't stand out, you disappear. It's just the law of content in this market. Let's talk a little bit about the experience we've got. Like across multiple industries, data-driven content that didn't look like everyone else's has been crushing it. Encyclopedia Britannica. At AOK, we help them with their SEO. And what they really do well is they've got a team of writers and not only writers, but they also have great authoritative people who write for them. And they answer the questions in such a credible way, their SEO naturally gets boosted. There's so many great articles on that site. We were able to help them get 170 million additional page views per month just by fixing things up on the SEO side. But it was their foundation that really made it possible. Another one is, for example, Merriam-Webster. So they went deep in content. I mean, there's only so many words, but how you define those words is really important. And they align that with search intent in some PPC campaigns. So we actually got their cost per click down to less than 1 penny. So how did we do that? Because they had original content that resonated. They're out there, they're in a competitive marketplace. They're a dictionary, but it's still competitive, even for a dictionary. You got thesaurus.com. You've got, Oxford Dictionary. So they needed to stand out. If somebody in a field like the encyclopedia or a dictionary can stand out, you certainly can stand out because you know what your audience needs. And you can stop sounding like your competitors and start standing out and standing away from them. AI can write for you, but it can't think like you. It can inject real insights, give you some personality and lived experience is what you really bring to the table. By doing this, your credibility increases, your content cuts through the noise, you convert the people who are actually interested. And how do you do this? Let's talk about a plan. Use AI as your foundation, not the finish line. So let it do a lot of the heavy lifting, structures, outlines, drafting, and then insert your own voice, your case studies, your conviction, what you've done. There's the old do stuff and then talk about it. I'm sure you've done stuff and talk about it. Now, second thing, be bold in your beliefs. So like AI plays it safe. Original thinkers take a stance and are polarizing. I'm sure you can think of some polarizing people in the world right now. But if it's polarizing, that makes your content sticky. Be a voice that they remember. And the third thing, back it with proof. Your experience, your data, your failures. This is gold. Case studies, wins, lessons. Like, honestly, here's what we did. Here's what happened. Here's how you can do it too. Just like what we did for Britannica. Here's a framework for you. The best results come from industries with content that have personality, perspective, and proof, not filters or formulas, not the average. And when you bring your own insight to the table, you stand out. You really, really do. And you'll attract the right audience. When you use AI for efficiency, lean into your original thinking, but use it as a framework to help you. Thanks again. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one.